the CEO of the Media Crew, which is a parent company of Revenue Stream, which is an affiliate network, an ad network. And you know, I began negotiating at a very young age. Both of my parents owned businesses. My mom owned an art and frame store, and at a very young age I was negotiating with dealers and brokers. And my dad had a refrigeration and air conditioning business, and I was negotiating with a lot of his vendors as well as his clients. From a very, very young age, I was out in the field negotiating. So it started very, very young for me. And I hope you enjoy this. Now, let me ask you guys, how many of you are affiliates in here? Affiliates? How many of you are advertisers? Okay, there's 2 hands, so how many of you are at the wrong show? This is Adtech? Anybody? No? Okay. Alright. Okay. What I like to basically term negotiating as is, you know, a battle. Because a lot of us think of negotiating as a battle. You know, it's the enemy. You're going against the enemy, right? Which, in our case, is the network. And so I wanted to kind of lay out the affiliate ecosystem, what I term it as the battlefield, right? So you basically have your network, and basically the network is bringing in offers from the advertisers who are ultimately generating the leads, traffic, and sales from the affiliate side, right? And within this entire affiliate ecosystem, you've got products, you've got your payouts, you've got your CPA, CPL, CPC, and all those other terminology in there. And basically, this is what I term the battlefield, right? So, why war? Why do we consider negotiating as something bad, right? It really isn't. It's really just a part of business. It's a part of what, you know, you have to do to get to a certain rate that everybody's happy with the margins, right? So I handed out, if you guys don't mind, there's some sheets of paper under here, under your row. If you can pass them out to the person next to you, please. I didn't have enough for everybody, but I think it'll make the point here. So if you can grab a blank sheet of paper, I'd appreciate that. I'm going to do a little exercise on communication. Alright, so if everybody who has a sheet of paper can hold it up in front of them. Okay? Now close your eyes. Everybody who has a sheet of paper, close your eyes. I promise I won't take the wallets and your purses and everything. If you can close your eyes, now fold a piece of paper in half with your eyes closed. Okay? Okay, tear off the top right corner. Okay, fold it in half one more time. Tear off the top right corner again. Now fold it in half one more time. And tear off the bottom left corner. Alright, now everybody, if you can open up your sheets of paper, hold them up in the air. And let's see if we have any matches here. Does anybody's look like mine? No. A little bit. They all have variations, right? So, basically I gave everybody the same exact instructions, but we all came out with different sheets of paper that are completely different. And in communication, it's extremely important in communication to talk to whoever you're communicating with, especially in negotiations, to make sure you're on the same page, literally, right? So that's a neat little exercise I like to do. So basically, and this is your intent. When you're negotiating, this is where you bring in your intent. And I'll talk about that a little further. Has anybody heard of the parable of the orange? Basically, the parable of the orange is, there's 2 people who were negotiating, and there was one orange, they both wanted this orange, right? So they went back and forth, and ultimately they just decided to cut the orange in half, said, fine, you get half this orange, I'll get half this orange. They walked away. A little later, they both came back and met up, and they were kind of upset. And so, well, what's wrong? So, well, you know, I kind of wanted the orange juice, one of them said, the other said, well, I wanted the rind. And so, initially, if they had just discussed why and what they wanted the orange for, they both could have had the whole orange, right? One person could have had all the juice, the other person could have had all the rind. But at the end of the day, they didn't negotiate, they didn't discuss that to begin with. All right. Alright, so we're going to battle, right? Negotiating is a battle. We're going into battle, and basically I term this as kind of having your weapons and your armor when you're going into battle. And here's what I term as the 4 keys to effective negotiations. Whether you're an affiliate, whether you're an advertiser, and dealing with a network, basically I believe that these are four key ingredients that are going to make a successful negotiation. Number 1 is integrity, right? So that's building basically your worth, your brand, your experience level. Number 2 is your intent. You know, what's your intent with working with this network? What's your intent with bringing on these offers? Your capabilities. What are you good at? What's your niche? Right? What are you good at?